Welcome to Callendar Town and hikes around. After checking in to a historic tavern hotel, I took a walk around and down to the waterfront, which is beautiful. Callander is located on the east side of Loch Lomond in the Trossachs National Park. During these 2 days, I'm exploring the town and hikes around in National Park. A boat ride on Loch Katrine, which supplies water to Glasgow some 90 miles away, and a hike up Ben Ann, which is an awesome view. Welcome to Callander, a place where the lowlands meet the highlands. I'm adventuring on a very special circular walk that introduces one to the core of this beautiful mountain town. Let's start the Callander Heritage Trail with the first of 17 points of interest. Ancaster Square, which is the very hub of Callander, since the town was mapped out nearly 300 years ago. The old church was replaced in 1883 by this Gothic-style church. Stone 2, the lion-topped war memorial built in 1920. Stone 3, the buildings in town reflect the elegance and beauty of 19th century architecture. Stone 4, a history of the roadways through Callander. Stone 5, the Dreadnought Hotel, built in 1802, is notable for its size and role in tourism over the last 2 centuries. Stone 6, 2 features at this stop are the River Teth, hosting ducks, swans, and gulls. The large, smooth-side, flat-top mound is Kesog Hill, named after a 6th century Scottish Gaelic saint, possibly built in the 12th century as part of a defensive structure. Stone 7, the walled graveyard with graves dating back to the late 1700s. A lookout was there to watch for body snatchers due to a shortage of corpses for the medical field. Stone 8, crossing the Red Bridge, dating back to 1908, is called Bridge End, and a 19th century hotel on the other side. Stone 9, McLaren High School, now a primary school, was constructed in 1907. Stone 10, an upstream crossing of the River Teth, which supports wildlife including salmon and sea trout, popular with anglers. Stone 11, past St. Bride's, is a sundial built in the 1840s as a base for the newly formed Free Church. Stone 12, Kirk Hall, built in 1849, was the Free Church school for nearly 50 years. The bell of the old parish church sits in the garden and could be heard up to 12 miles away. Stone 13. Continuing my walk down Main Street, there's a variety of traditional residential buildings, which makes for an interesting streetscape. Stone 14. Sorisdale Cottage, the oldest house in Callander. Stone 15. My path turns towards the town along the railway that entered Callander in 1858. Stone 16. This massive stone portal formed by the supports of what was once a railway bridge. Stone 17 brings me back to Ancaster Square, where I began this interesting history tour of Callander. Callander, where the lowlands meet the highlands. The joy of spending 2 full days in Callander is that I can take advantage of all the hikes around the town that are part of the Trossachs National Park. In episode 15, I arrived in Callander and walked down by the waterfront. It was so beautiful, I started off this morning with a more detailed look at this easy, beautiful river and meadow walk. This 1-mile pathway is paved and easy for all to access.
This is the bathing pool.
Walking through the small patches of trees along the river allows one to get into the water, should a wild swim be on your mind.
And here we have the Piper's Pool.
The wildlife is close and very calming as the swans enjoy the river. Beautiful walk, beautiful river. The Lower Woods hike takes me to the end of town and then up into the woodlands just north of the town. On the way, I pass a lawn bowling group having a great time. Once in the woods, I find the trail sign and know I'm on the right path. There are many bridges and small streams, creeks, that I cross on this wonderful moderate trail. Just beautiful. As I walk through this beautiful woodland canopy with moss-covered rocks, there's a feeling of peace that falls over me as I lose myself in this wooded wonderland. And then I realize that the town is no more than a quarter of a mile away. So I continue my walk along the edge of town. The trails are all connected here, and there is great signage that points me towards the Bracklin Falls, my next adventure for this morning hike. The trail continues through this beautiful woodlands with bridges over little creeks. It looks like the falls are only a half a mile or so away.
Coming to the upper part of the falls.
Exploring the falls is wonderful, and today there are not a lot of people to contend with. Adventuring down the rocky ledges, following the water to view the many falls along the way. I'm here at Loch Katrine, a 13-kilometer long freshwater loch in the heart of Loch Lomond in the Trossachs National Park. This loch has served as the main freshwater supply for the city of Glasgow for over 150 years.
It takes approximately 14 hours for the water to reach Glasgow from Loch Katrine because it's all gravity fed. There's no pumping whatsoever.
The name Loch Katrine comes from the Gaelic Callander, meaning Highland robber, the most famous of which was born on the loch's northern shores, the famous folkloric hero Rob Roy McGregor.
This natural island we are now coming to is Ellen's Isle or Elan Molech, which in Gaelic means Shingly Isle or Stony Isle. It was a stronghold of the McGregors in the mid-16th century, so there may well be buildings or fortifications on the island, but they are hidden by the thick trees. The famous Scottish writer and poet Sir Walter Scott came to the Trossachs with his family and spent many hours sitting on the shore behind this island on a beach called the Silver Strand, writing his poem, The Lady of the Lake. In that poem, the Earl of Bothwell and his daughter Ellen took refuge in a castle on the island.
Visitors who are fans of Outlander can explore the banks of Loch Katrine, which was used in Season 2, Episode 13, Dragonfly in Amber. It is here that Brianna and Roger spend some time together having a picnic. Fans can explore and recreate their own picnic. Cruising back to the Trossachs Pier after this 1-hour tour on Loch Katrine, it's hard not to enjoy this pristine waterway and the lush green hills and islands, and the mountains around. If the opportunity arises when in Scotland, take the cruise on Loch Katrine. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here at the Ben Ann Trailhead. Ben Ann is in the heart of the Trossachs and is a truly beautiful viewpoint. Ben Ann is one of the most popular hill walks, and our distance today is about 4 kilometers or 2.5 miles. Expect to stop at a tumbling stream as one makes their way across this first footbridge. Climbing up the stone path, the trail reveals an excellent view of the steep and pointed summit of Ben Ann rising ahead. My path heads into a beautiful wooded forest, and I get lost in the sheer beauty of this scenic wonder. The final ascent to the summit is a bit demanding, but very beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Reaching the base summit area, there are wonderful views of Loch Katrine and the nearby hills. The last rocky section of this trail is fairly easy. Up I go.
Top of Ben Ann. What a beautiful valley down below.
This has been a great 2 days in the Trossachs, and Callendar Town is lovely. Tomorrow I'm on my way to St. Andrews, a stop at Stirling to pick up my laundry, and visit the famous Stirling Castle. Thanks for watching Tommy's Holiday.